Hello, am I not Shane, your brother? I am not Shane. Anyway, hey, I'm missing a couple things from when I was in Washington. I was living in a 2005 uh, tra- fifth wheel. It was a toy hauler. It's called an Automate, uh, Toy Mate, Toy Mate, fifth wheel. Yeah, living in that, and I had a 2003 F550 Ford pickup truck, flatbed, big, big truck. Had a manual transmission, 6 speed manual, granny gear. Put that thing in granny gear and just it'll crawl up the hill to where I lived, no problem. I lived on a hill with its 12% grade, but it pulled my stuff right up that hill, no problem. So anyway, I lived there. Um, on that hill, uh, on private property, I was renting the space. There was just me and another fifth wheel up there, or they had a travel trailer. That's right. So I had my fifth wheel, and I had a shed, a plastic shed on some plastic pallets, and I had my washer and dryer in the shed, and I had a hot water instant hot water heater and a complete five tank water purifying system. Just built it. It was beautiful, and I had the water purifier for the house, for the trailer, and it also went out to the duck pond. So we had purified water going out there to the duck pond. And I'm gonna post pictures of the ducks and the duck pond and the duck thing we built and all that. Um, I say we, I mean me and my wife. We built it together, and we had a pretty cool setup up there. And so I had that. Had a pretty good setup up there. Actually, really had it going good. And little tiny farm. Had a little tiny. We had 3 ducks, and we had our cat, and um, we were gonna get chickens, but we decided to just stick with ducks because they're more. I don't know. It just seemed like it would be easier. So we did get rid of. We gave our chickens away, baby chicks away, and then we raised baby ducks. We ordered them. They came like they were 2 days old, and we raised them, hand raised them. It was so awesome. Those ducks are so cool. Anyway, they're called Indian runner ducks. And they herd like sheep. They run in herds, and they do run from wherever they go. They go everywhere in a herd, and a herd for ducks is two. They'll As long as there's 2 ducks, they're happy because they pack animal. They pack around. They have to be in each other's business. They are not loners. So they have to have another duck or something to keep them company. So we had 3 of them, and they kept each other company, and they were so much fun. And we had our little dog, 13-year-old Shih Tzu. Just love her truffles. Been having her ever since she was a little baby. Just so attached to her. Oh, what a beautiful fur baby. Just a wonderful, wonderful dog. Just love her so much. I love her so much. Anyway, I'll post some pictures of her, and I'll probably post some videos of her, and I'm going to post some videos of the ducks, and I'm just going to post videos of my stuff. And on the truck and the trailer, I'm going to post pictures of them, and I'm going to post the, if I have the VIN numbers still. I don't know if I have it on my phone, but if I have any pictures of that, I'm going to post it, because all of that stuff has been stolen. Actually, yeah. It's no longer at my residence where I was living. I checked with the neighbor, friend of mine, and I asked him, if he could check it out. And he said, all my stuff is gone. My trailer's gone, and my truck is gone, my F-550. And I had 2 Volvo wagons that were just, I guess the landlord stuffed them full of my belongings. All of my junk. Just whatever, tools, man stuff, whatever. I had 2 Volvo wagons, 2001s, and he crammed them full of my stuff on the property. And I guess it's all gone now. And I don't know where it went. I don't know if he had it hauled off. I don't know if, like my truck, I don't know if he had it towed away or if he drove it off, like got a key for it or found the key for it, because the key was somewhere around there, and drove it away. I don't know. My sister-in-law she said that there was an F-550 for sale on Facebook Marketplace the other day. I didn't get a chance to look at it. I don't know if it was mine. But when I went to court, I went to court in Port Angeles back in I don't know, January 7th, I think, or even before. I guess it was in December. It was in December when I went to court, and they told me that, the judge told my wife, look, you can't sell any of this stuff. You can't sell the truck, because she had, the title to the truck was in the person's name that I had bought it from. Paid cash for it. It was in their name, from California. We were in California, and the trailer was in California, and it had a California title. So I paid cash for both of those things, and I had the titles, and they were signed off and dated, and we threw everything together, and we jumped in the truck, and we drove straight to Washington, just as COVID was breaking out. And then COVID hit, and oh man, it was just a mess. I couldn't get the truck registered. I couldn't get the car registered. Just a mess. So we had the titles still in the other person's name, but we owned the vehicles. They were signed off. Well, when I fell and was in the hospital, I didn't realize it, but my wife was at home grabbing all the important papers, and she grabbed the papers, the titles to the truck and the trailer, both. And she registered the truck in her name. So she tried to steal the truck from me. And I found that out when I went to court. The judge, because I told the judge, I said, I wasn't allowed to talk to my wife. I had to just kind of address the judge, and she could hear what I was saying. And I told the judge, I said, we got this truck and we got this trailer. I have the titles, but they're not registered in our name. I tried to find the titles the other day, looking for papers, because I was worried about the security of our stuff. And they were all the titles were gone. Where we keep them, they were all gone. And I'm worried that the titles got taken, and maybe why my wife knows where they are. I will tell you that the titles were not registered into our names. They were in the other people's names still. So, maybe you could find out for me. So he looked at her and said, what can you tell me about this? Do you have the titles to the vehicles? And she said, I do have the title to the truck. And he said, and whose name is it in? And she goes, I registered it in my name. And he's like, okay, that's fine. You can do that. But you have to realize you cannot sell that vehicle. You're married. You cannot sell that vehicle and profit from it. You do realize that, right? And what about the trailer? And she said, well, I do have the title to the trailer. It's not registered in my name. It's still in the other seller's name. I have the list of how much it's going to cost to register. It's a lot of money. Would you like me to tell you how much it is? He said, no, don't need to know it. Just know that, if you put that in your name, that doesn't mean that you can keep all the money. You have to come back here with a divorce decree that will tell me how to split up all this stuff that you guys have. It needs to all be sold and split up in a divorce decree. So, and he told her, if you would like, after our meeting today, you can go file for divorce right now, if that's what you want to do. And I told the judge, I raised my hand and I said, I absolutely do not want to do that. I don't want a divorce. I don't want to lose my stuff either. But, if it comes to that, if she brings me divorce papers, I'll sign them. And if we got to split everything up and sell it, then that's fine. But I kind of think that maybe. And I told the judge, I said, by the time we get all this done, it's wintertime, it's snowing. By the time we get all this done, none of that stuff's going to be worth anything anyway. It's going to get ruined in the winter. So somewhere is a truck, F-550, and a trailer. Either somebody's enjoying it and driving it around and they're the proud owner of it now, or it's sitting somewhere just languishing, rotting in the Washington cold, wet winter. And all my stuff's getting ruined. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to post pictures. I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to post pictures of my truck and my trailer and my stuff and my ducks and my dog and hey, enjoy my story. And if you happen to see any of my shit for sale, like my truck, like if you know where it is, let me know. Just shoot me a email or Facebook message me. Yeah, that'll help. And if you know where my cars are and all my stuff, then, that'd be great. My landlord knows where everything is, to tell you the truth. My landlord knows where everything is. And, he won't tell me where it is. I asked him to tell me where it is, and he said he didn't want to get involved in my business. But he knows where all my stuff is, even my truck. So, geez, it looks pretty bad, From my angle, it looks pretty bad to me. It looks like, to me, how do I feel about it? I feel like I got taken advantage of. Yeah, I feel like I got kind of railroaded. Yeah. But, that's what lawyers are for. That's what the justice system is for. So, I'll have to deal with it that way, I guess. And, so anyway, I'll post my pictures and you can look at my stuff and see if you see anything. The ducks are gone. Okay. When I went to court the first time I went to court and my wife was there, I talked to the judge and I told him that I wanted to come home and I wanted to get my cat and I wanted to get my ducks and I wanted to, and Brooke she said that I gave the ducks away. And it was only a couple days after, okay, I was there on the 7th to hear what she had to say at the court. So it happened between the end of November and all of December. Somewhere in there is when all this happened. So anyway, when I was in the hospital, or after I got out of the hospital, and I was at court. Yeah, I had fallen and all that, and I was homeless and just living on the streets and no income. Still don't have any income, by the way, but yeah, just living in a shed on the streets. Not allowed to talk to her, not allowed to communicate with her. In the meantime, she gave my ducks away, my pet ducks. And, you'll see on the videos that I made that I was really attached to those ducks. Well, she was too, but I think I was more attached. And, definitely attached to the puppy, and I know she is too. Anyway, that's that. And I hope that, I'm looking at the news. It's a mess. I don't know what's happening over in Russia, except for it's just a frickin' mess. And I hope it gets fixed. I hope all those people get some relief soon. And of course, keep looking to Jesus, because he's the way and the truth and the life, and nobody can get to the Father, Yahweh, except through him. So that's what I do. I love you guys, and in the meantime, stay safe. Am I not Shane, your brother? I'm not Shane.